What's up, YouTube? Tonight I have my Patreon NU tourney that I was doing coverage for. I've got all the best battles here, including the finals. Just sit back and relax. There's some really decent battles here. If you'd like to be involved in this, just check out the Patreon link right there in the description. It's you can be involved for a very minimal little cost there. Anyway, so I'm going to show you all these battles from each round and enjoy. So we've got round one highlights here, Dylan versus Bram. Now, these battles I'm seeing for the first time as well, so I won't even know what's going on. Okay, so we've got Electivire and Kingler lead here. I don't think Kingler is going to stay in to this one. Electivire is going to do some sort of electric type move. Torterra is going to sponge that one. Ice Punch from the Electivire is definitely going to take that out, that 4x weakness there, so bye-bye Torterra. Now, out comes Earthquake here from Electivire is going to probably take that out. Oh no, they seemed not to have that one. Okay, into Rapidash there, expecting maybe a Fire-type move there for the Flash Fire. Wild Charms from the Rapidash doesn't quite take it out. I'd say it's probably got Everlight on it, and that's Rapidash down. So that's one poke apiece there. So 5 all. Right, out comes the Han Solo. I can see the reference sorta. Okay. It actually lives that Bullet Punch there, I'd say because of the Everlight, and they're not very effective, but that's going to go down anyway there. Out comes the Kingler again. Now, it's probably going to use probably Crab Hammer or something. Yeah, Crab Hammer. That nearly takes Dujin out. That's going to swap out, probably get the Regenerate, I'd say, into Electivire here. And that does heaps to Electivire and takes it out. This could be Scarfed as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got a Mega Ordino here. Now that's going to be able to tank them a little bit better. Still going to do some really solid damage there. Over half health. Toxic's the Kingler there. Now, it's going to have to maybe protect. I was going to say protect. Yeah, just a round of toxic damage there for Kingler. I'd say this is choice scarfed by the looks of it. That's going to be enough to take out Mega Ordino too. So burying a good Pokemon there with the Kingler. Now, out comes Sharpedo. Now at this point, I don't think this the person actually realised that this was in the NU tier, so just ignore that part. Okay, so we've got Speed Boost there. It's going to be out of Speed Boost and Waterfall, but it's not going to be. Okay, it was just enough there with that crit there to take Kingler out. Okay. So, it's got the Speed Boost there, a couple of Speed Boosts, in comes Kyogre. This is definitely not going to be able to take any sort of hit there, but surprisingly swapped out. Okay, so Freeze Dry doesn't do anything to Hariyama. Expecting some sort of fighting move here into the Articuno. Bullet Punch doesn't do too much, even though it's super effective there. It's quite bulky. Now, I was maybe thinking a Hurricane. Yep, Hurricane there. That's probably going to be enough to finish Dujin off. Yep, that's down. Okay, I can see it's got lefties there. It would be nice if there was a weakness policy on there. Okay, out comes Sharpedo again. It's going to protect up and get that speed boost again. Nice sub there. So that's going to be able to get around that little protect. Now, I say it's just going to go for a Hurricane again. Sharpedo is going to go for the Waterfall, obviously breaking that sub for sure. I say Hurricane will. No, or Freeze Dry. One of these two will be enough to take out Sharpedo. Isn't exactly bulky. Okay, well that's down. Now, little leftovers recovery again for the Articuno. So I was going to say, this must have Fake Out as well. So Fakes Out, Lefties is pretty much going to heal all that damage. I don't think it's going to take Hurricane. Oh, it did. It took it. Okay. Got a Confused Hex there on Hurricane. Oh, and the close combat was fired off, and that's Articuno. He lives on 3 health. Wow, that was really, really close. Damn. Hariyama is going to go for the Bullet Punch here. And yeah, that's down. That could even be Assault Vested. I say that could be Assault Vested, because it took that too well. Sucker Punch is going to take out Hariyama there. And that's pretty much the win there for Bram. Okay, next up we got Hugo versus Hens. This was apparently I had all the scores for these battles, but I hadn't actually gone through and watched them. This was a really close one. Okay, so we got Zen Headbutt from Mesprit. Interesting, does a lot of damage to Weezing there, so a physical Mesprit. And even Weezing is setting up Toxic Punch. You don't normally see that too often. Normally it's a Will-O-Wisp instead of a Toxic Punch. Gets 2 layers up, that's pretty good. 2 Zen Headbutts, and it's going to take it out. Very nice. Nice little early lead there. Out comes Skull Crusher. Now, I love Rampardos, it's a great Pokemon. It outspeeds and head smashes, and goodbye. I'd say that's probably Scarfed outspeed. A lot of recoil damage there. Okay, into Sand Slash. I say they're going to swap here. Yeah, they're definitely going to swap because they're Scarfed. Out comes Swan Up. Very nice there with the Levitate. Sorry, they're not the Levitate, they're Flying. Now, probably Scold, I'd say, something like that. Yep, Scold. Not going to do too much to Land. Land's pretty bulky. However, it's Poison. That's going to definitely wear it down for sure. Now, something probably, I was going to say, something probably to absorb the Electro Attack. So we see another Electivire here. Now, Electivire can either go for Earthquake here. And they're going to swap in their Slam Slash. So they go for Cross Chop, which is interesting. Doesn't do too much. I can see the Slam Slash is probably max health, max defense, or a lot in defense for sure. It's very, very bulky. Now, back to the Swanner again. It's going to Rapid Spin those Toxic Spikes away, so that's them off the field. Unfortunately, it's done some pretty good damage there. It's got like 2 of their bulky Pokemon, being Lantern and Sandslash, are poisoned, so it has done its job quite well there. Now, out goes Sandslash and into Lantern again, trying to just... I think it is in the range of Hurricane actually taking Lantern out if it has it. I'm going to see if it does. Okay, if it was... Okay, they're not going to go for that. They're going to go back into Electivire again, expecting an electric move. It's going to go for the Ice Spin this time. No Phrase Hacks there. Now, this can just probably finish it off with anything. Probably expecting a swap there. They could have gone for Thunder, and they're going to go for Ice Punch. Okay. Dusclops is extremely bulky. Wild Charge is not even going to do anything. Will-O-Wisp is definitely coming this way. Electivire is burned now, so its attack is halved. Like I don't see any Lumber or anything like that. Now, that's pretty much dead. It's not going to do much. Sandslash probably can just finish it off with Earthquake. It's once Electivire gets burned, it's pretty much buggered. Yeah. Now, I don't think there's any Clerics on. No Clerics have come in and used Heal Bell or anything, so I think it's pretty much toast. Okay, that's down to a knockoff, and it had a Soul Vest Electivire. Damn. Okay, interesting. Nice though. Cool. Right. Out comes. Oh shit. Out comes. Oh shit. I knew that Shell Smash was coming. Okay. Big Shell Smash there. Sandslash was always going to go for Earthquake there. Just lives there. It would have had Sturdy anyway. Has the Weakness policy, so man, this thing is like going to do some crazy ass damage now. It's going to sweep through. I'd say probably going to have Acrojet for sure. Just nice little priority. That's Sandslash down. Okay, okay, so this is probably going to use Fake Out or Bullet Punch, one of these 2 moves, and it's going to take it out. So he would have used Fake Out because of higher priority. That does take it out. It's Flame Ball. Obviously, it's Guts now. Wow, Feather Dance. Damn. So Hariyama's attack's going to harshly fall. Knockoff still does a lot of damage. Gets rid of the lefties. Now I think maybe Hurricane. No, Hariyama's going to swap out. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I knew it would have Hurricane. So that was before that was in range to take out Lantern. I don't think that critical hit mattered at all. Okay, so into Dusclops again. Yeah, best bet would be the Scold here, so maybe get a burn. Does get a burn, very nice. Dusclops is going to set up the Trick Room here. There's a couple of slower Pokemon left on this side of the field's team, so that that was a good play. Will-O-Wisp on the very last trot of being alive, so just a little bit of damage to that Swanner, which is good. It's got no leftovers now, so it's going to pretty much wear down health. Okay, Hariyama comes in. Fake Out does loads there, and the burn's probably nearly going to take Swanner. I think I'm pretty much just going to live. Yeah, it just lives. Like, you can use whatever move it wants there, because it's got Trick Room up. Swanner is now down. Okay, which is okay. Nine tails. Right, so Knockoff does heaps. About 3/4 gets rid of that Life Orb. Extra Sentry just lives there with just after the burn on 6 health. Unfortunately, that goes back to normal, and Hariyama is definitely going to go down for that one for sure. Now we've got Typhlosion here. It's going to go for the Focus Blast. It misses. Extra Sentry is it does about 1/4 health. Focus Miss actually hits this time. Finishes off the Ninetales. And what have we got here? We've got Skull Crusher, and Skull Crusher is going to come out. We know that's scarfed already, but Typhlosion turns out to be scarfed as well, and that's going to take Rampardos out too. And that's pretty much game. Very nice hands. Okay, next round 2, we've got Sir Higgins versus Bram. Okay, so I'll just explain this again. I did take out the best battles, so I'm just doing the real good ones. Okay, so we've got Pillar Swine versus Gabite. That's a terrible matchup for Gabite. Liepard's going to come in there, and Stealth Rock was always obvious there. Okay, now this thing can run multiple things. Maybe a Taunt there. Let's see. Nasty Plot. Okay, Special Attacker. Right. No point staying against that because this thing's just it's Circle Throw, Bulk Up, those sort of moves. Very nice there. Circle Throw there. I thought so too. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do quite enough there, even with a Life Orb. Knockoff is just going to destroy Miss Magius. That's down. Ernie. Now another Electivire. This is pretty popular. Okay. Now this could use maybe like Thunder Punch or Cross Drop. Okay, does lots there. I think that's most definitely max health, max defense, Everlight. Ice Punch there, interesting. Very, I'm not sure what they did that for. I'm not too sure why. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they thought they were going to swap again. But anyways, out comes the girder. Yeah, girder's best option here is to bulk up. That would be good. There, but this one has raw, so that's that bulk up gone. Very nice. But is going to go for an outrage here. Man, this must be like banded or something. It lives, damn. Earthquake does like, just over 3/4, and Ice Shard is going to be enough to take out Gabite. It's locked into outrage there, so nice, very nice. Okay, out comes Girder, maybe Mac Punch, I'd say. Yeah, Mac Punch, I thought so. And that's going to be enough to take Pillar Swine out there. Now it's free to set up with bulk ups. Okay, Slaking's going to come out, and he's going to probably go for Retaliate here. That's the best player there. They're going to probably sacrifice their Leopard. And yeah, Leopard is just destroyed. I said that'd be a choice ban. Retaliate. Okay, out comes Aurorus. It's going to have a free turn to set up. What is it going to do? Is it going to do like a Rock Polish or something? I'm not too sure. Out comes TOURNEY again. Well, it's going to go for the Nature Power straight off the bat. Nearly takes it out. And another try attack to Nature Power to try attack, taking the TOURNEY out. That's good. Very big special defense wall. But okay, out comes this. I'd say this is probably Specs. Most of the time it is. Gets a burn there, very nice. Try attack does some fair damage there, just under half, even though it's not very effective. Like it could be Specs, I'm not too sure. Anyways, Flamethrower is going to be enough to take that out. Out comes the Girder, probably Mac Punching here, I'd say. Yep, so the Pyro is definitely not going to take that one. It's very weak defenses, and Girder is pretty bloody strong. Okay, out comes Slaking, probably going to go for a Retaliate here. Mac Punch does not do enough, and that's Girder. Goodbye. Slaking is so powerful with Retaliate, and that's pretty much the game. Okay, next up, round 2, Jet versus Han. So we've got a couple of we got another couple of new players, a new player on this one. Okay, so we got that Sand Slash again. Very nice play here, very nice from the Magic Goat. Bounces those rocks back, nice. Sand Slash, however, will probably have Rapid Spin and probably spin them away. Yep, they're going to do that. I thought so. But still, it's a good play. Now comes a Togetic. Very cool to see this. I wonder what set it's going to be. Another Lantern. Toxic misses. That sucks. Ice Beam for a Lantern. That does a fair chunk. Toxic misses again. Damn, that sucked. That was really bad because they've almost sacrificed their Togetic there just to get one Toxic on the Lantern. And Togetic can learn Roost as well. Damn, that was rough. Very rough. Okay, so down there goes Togetic. At least the Lantern is poison. It's got 2 rounds of poison coming out. Okay, out comes Malamar. Superpower, probably. That's the main move it sort of spams. Oh, it's going to go for the knockoff there. Knocks off, gets a crit, and gets rid of the leftovers. Very nice. Probably not going to be able to take Sand Slash out there, so into Furfrou. Gets the Stealth Rocks up again. Finally doesn't get Magic Coated or anything. Into Hariyama. Obviously, Toxic is probably going to activate its Guts, which I'm quite certain that it has, unless there's something else. Fake Out, yeah, it does have the Fur Coat up though, so it's going to be able to take moves pretty well. Close combat here is not going to be very healthy for Furfrou, so it's going to get the Cotton Guard up, I see. Okay, this is still going to do quite a lot to Furfrou. Yeah, it does heaps. Even with those boosts, it does so much. Hariyama's like beast. Fighting type there. Okay, so we've got a couple of rounds. The poison is starting to rack up. Furfrou's best bet there will go to another Cotton Guard, unless it has rest or something. Just lives there with a tiny little fraction of health. It's going to probably be able to outspeed. I'm just wondering what its attack is. It's like if it's got return or something. They're going to swap their Hariyama out. That toxic damage is getting crazy. Oh, it's got Snarl. Okay, I see. So Snarl is going to drop the opponent's special attack, and Cotton Guard is going to raise their defense. So good little bulky set there. Gets a toxic on Sand Slash. That's good. Knockoff does nothing. Gets rid of leftovers though, so that was quite handy. There. It's going to go for another Snarl. It's going to be able to take it down here. But I'd say Earthquake will take it out. Oh no, it just lives. Wow, that's so bulky. Okay, Sanchez is down there. Something's probably going to be able to revenge skills now. Hariyama, of course. And it's going to use Fake Out and take it out. Very bulky Furfrou there. Right, now what do we got here? It's coming out. Okay, Squidward's probably going to use Psycho Cut or Superpower. One of those two moves, I'm thinking. In comes the Lander. Yep, Superpower, I thought so. Okay, that does heaps. Gets an attack and defense boost. And this thing can snowball really fast. It could even be like choiced. I think it could be choiced, but I'm not certain. I'm just gonna see. That's laying down, so it's got a lot of boosts. Out comes Hariyama. It can go for Fake Out here. Yeah, it's got those boosts. It's really not going to do too much. And let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it could be choice scarfs. This is really Malamar is really snowballing here. That's Hariyama down. Okay, into Dusclops, and this will prove it if it is or not. Okay, that's what they're definitely scarfed then because they would have stayed in and used a different move, like knockoff. Okay, Pyro is going probably just I don't know, flamethrower, fire blast, overheat, one of those two moves. Not too certain. Into Mesprit. Oh, Will-O-Wisp there. Oh, that's that physical Mesprit from before. I remember that. Oh, damn. That's pretty much... Yeah, that's pretty much ended that. My computer screen's gone black. Good. Gets taunted there. I can just imagine they're like, what? A physical Mesprit. Still does some fair damage there. You know, Flamethrower does pretty much most of its health. Actually, U-turns there. Okay, I see a U-turn. Saving their Mesprit for maybe fodder later. On-to type Flosion for the Flash Fire, of course. Oh no, it doesn't have Flash Fire. Sorry, this was before Flash Fire was actually I think this was a few days before Flash Fire was actually released on Typhlosion. Definitely Choice Scarf there to outspeed Pyro. In comes Squidward again. Squidward. Focus Blast hits, doesn't quite take it out. It knocks off. Let's see if there's a Choice Scarf. Yeah, there's a Choice Scarf. And we've got this Mesprit, and I think this could be game here because that's locked into a Choice Scarf knockoff. Yep, definitely Dusclops. Unless Dusclops has... Dusclops will have Nightshade there, and he probably will lift this. And it's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't think that's going to be enough to take it out. No, it just lives. Damn. Oh, it's got Shadow Seek. Very nice. That's going to take Squidward out. Nice, nice. What's next? We've got that Kling Klang left. If it has not... It's going to have Pain Split. This could be Pain Split. Okay, just lives. I was expecting a Pain Split there. That could have got them back into the match there. Shadow Sneak. I think this could be game. Oh, avoids the attack. Damn. Another Shadow Sneak. That real superior defense though is going to take Dusclops out. Very nice game there, guys. Very nice. Good game. Okay, next up, we've got the semi-finals. This is Lime and Sir Higgins. So we're really getting down to the good matches now. Okay, we've got a Gerda lead, and we've got the Piloswine again. All right, what's Bench Press going to do? Okay, he's going to go for the bulk up. Now, we've seen Raw before on this Piloswine, so I say that's going to be the same thing. Drain Punch does loads of damage there, and Piloswine is going to Raw, but he did take quite a lot of damage there. Okay, into Green Lantern. Now, I wonder what set this is going to be. Probably Scold or something like that. Okay, into Vileplume. That's going to be able to tank that pretty easy. No burn there. Okay. Oh my god, that Vileplume looks like it's humping in the air because it's in fast forward. Okay, out goes Lantern and into Arbok. Okay, 2 poison types on the field. Interesting. Okay, Intimidate on Arbok there. Sleep Powder actually misses. Okay, then again, oh, yeah, it doesn't have Shed Skin, so that would have, been quite, that would have mattered a bit. Okay, Gunk Shot does just under half health. Sleep Powder misses again. Damn, that sucks. Okay, this Arbok is staying in, going for the Gunk Shot. Sleep Powder hits for the 3rd time. Wow, that would have been so bad if they missed 3 times in a row. Like I've done that before, it's terrible. Okay, Arbok is obviously going to swap out there. In comes, Chatot. Very nice to see Chatot. Definite nasty plot or chatter coming this way. Vileplume's going to Moonlight, get most of their health up there after the Black Slide recovery. Okay. Okay, so we've got Piloswine again, just going to take whatever move this throws at it. Chatter, and gets a... oh shit, this thing has Ice Shard too, this is going to be bad. Oh, it hits itself in Confusion, that would... I'd say there was a definite Ice Shard coming that way. Boom Burst is going to be enough to take that out. Okay. Alright, so we've got Rotom Fan here. This could be scarfed. They did a switch there. Okay, double switch into Stick It In. This could be a Retaliate here coming for sure. And it's not going to get boosted by a KO though. So I don't think it's going to take this Lantern out. Depends what build. Even if it was like a... I don't think it's going to take it out. No, definitely not. Okay, so just under half. Oh, just over half, sorry. Thunder Waves. This is going to be probably a Para Fusion set. One of those really annoying ones. It's very effective though. Lantern is going to swap out there, back into Chatot. Chatot, I'm not sure, he's probably got like a nasty plot sweeper, we'll see this one. Okay, there we go, there's the Chatter. Just doesn't do like heaps. Depends on this, like, okay, they're going to hit themselves in Confusion. Okay, out goes the nasty plot now. This will really be bad if Throw hits himself in Confusion again. Oh wow, that's Throw is gone for sure. This is a real powerful little poke. Yeah, that's Throwdown. Okay, out comes Pyro. Now Pyro's going to be able to outspeed, that's for sure. Hyper Voice is definitely going to take that out for sure. Okay, very nice job there with the Chatot. Do like Chatot. Okay, in comes Bench Press, Mac Punch incoming. Out goes the Pyro there. Into Rotom Fan to sponge that fighting type move. Oh no, Drain Punch for a little bit of extra damage there. Okay. Now, probably an air slash coming that way, I'd say to Lantern. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say air slash. It doesn't do too much, but I think, if it get very close after that, but I think that'd be just enough to take the Lantern out. Oh, it does that. Oh god, that lived. Got the heal bell off. Wow, very nice. And I think that woke up. That woke that Arbok up from before. Okay, nice. Okay, Lantern's down. Out comes the Arbok again. Okay, it's got the Intimidate there. So it's going to do quite a decent amount of damage. It could have Coil as well. It hasn't revealed Coil yet. Gunk Shot again. Okay, it hasn't revealed Coil. Again for the Gunk Shot, and that's going to be enough to take it. Oh, it just leaves and gets some Moonlight. I'm very close there. I think that may have been a min-max damage there. Okay. Now, Vileplume can't do too much to Arbok either. Okay, another Gunk Shot. Crit there, damn. That's, oh wow. Then again, it couldn't do too much. I think definitely Retaliate coming here. Whatever's gonna, if this doesn't get like paralyzed, it's gonna die. Oh, it's gonna go for the Earthquake. Very nice there. Doesn't, oh, it's got, oh shit, it's got red card. Okay, into Rotom Fan again. That actually worked out very well for. Yeah, that worked out very well for Owen there, but not so well for Lion. Okay, in comes the Arbok again. Another Gunk Shot, I'd say. Into Slaking again. Slaking's going to take the Gunk Shot. It should take it fairly well because it's got nice base defense and health. Okay, well, Retaliate or Earthquake. What are you going to use? Retaliate or Earthquake. Let's see. Earthquake again. Okay. Well, that does quite a lot of damage there. Okay, then again, it is banded. Okay, Lilligant's probably going to go for a Quiver Dance, I'd say. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. Yep, Quiver Dance. Time to snowball. Right. Oh, the Sleep Powder misses. That was big. That was huge. Lilligant's going to go down. It's a lot of Sleep Powder misses in this game. Comes Bed Press. This is going to probably Mac Punch. Depends if Pyro is going to stay into this. Flamethrowers doesn't burn. Oh, knock off. Okay. He can probably go for the Mac Punch now. So that was a Choice Specs Pyro. That was definitely Everlight Girder to take that so well. Okay, Mac Punch is best option because their Slash is going to probably take it out here for sure. That's down. I think there's. I'm trying to remember. Think what's left. There's that Arbok's left. Okay. Now, what is that going to do? What's it going to do? Okay, Air Slash. This could be a flinch. Yeah. Oh damn! I was calling the flinch. And Sucker Punch was his best option there. I think that's game. Yeah. Damn. That was probably one of the closest battles I've seen yet in this tourney. Okay, up next we got the other semi-finals, Finkers versus Jet. All right, this should be some good battles too. Just judging on the scores I'm looking at. Okay, so we got that. I wonder if he's going to use the Magic Code lead again with the Stealth Rock. Is it going to work the second time? No, it's not. Earthquake does over half. Damn. We got a Citrus Berry there, so that's quite handy. Okay, no point. Yeah, definitely no point staying in with the Clink then. Into Furfrou, so we're going to see this Cotton Guard Furfrou again. Lefties gets gone then, so that's a little bit of a pain. Sage Slash is not going to really be able to get through this. Gets the rocks up though, so that's very handy. Into Servine. Furfrou's got Toxic. Now that's Toxic. I'd say that's going to be a contrary set with like Leaf Storm. Let's see. I may be surprised, and it may be something else. Into Togetic again. Oh, good. I want to see Togetic in use. Okay, it doesn't do very much because obviously that flying type. Okay, I just need a drink of water at the moment. Like, I'm not used to narrating Wi-Fi battles this fast for this long. Oh, good to see Marshtomp too. Excuse me. Okay, so we got this gold here. That gets burned, but oh shit, Toxic on Marshtomp. That's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. What other moves does this Togetic have? So that's just continuing to go for Scald. Heal Bell, I was going to say Heal Bell, they'd have to be on that. It's going to heal up its burn very nicely there. They're going to withdraw their Maelstrom. There's not really much you can do. Into Sand Slash again. I'd say Sand Slash is definitely going to go for the knockoff here, getting rid of that Everlight. So yeah, I was going to say, get that Togetic out of there. Into Furfrou again. So Sand Slash isn't going to be able to touch this guy a lot. The only thing about this Furfrou, I'm not sure if it's got rest, but if it doesn't have rest, it doesn't really have any form of recovery, so you just have to wear it down. Right, Thunder Wave, so it's got double status. It's got Thunder Wave and Toxic. So that's Aromatherapy there. That's that Marshtomp cured of poison. Okay, Vileplume gets paralyzed again. There. You may have used Sludge Bomb there. That could have been a good play to try and poison that. Yep, I thought so. Okay, Regice can take that like a beast. Obviously, Regice is going to probably go for Ice Beam here. Yep, on Vileplume. Marshtomp is very, very bulky here, so another Scald. They both got Clerics too, so they're going to be able to keep healing up that status. Let's see what Marshtomp is going to do. Does it have Rest? It doesn't seem to have any recovery at the moment. Yeah, it does have Rest. Okay, I thought it might have Rest. It could even be Rest Sleep Talk because obviously it's got Everlight. We can say, oh wow, Grass Knot. Didn't expect it to have Grass Knot. Damn. You know, it still sponges it very, very nicely though. So it's got Earth Power, it's got Scald and Earth Power. You know, this Furfrou is starting to get worn down as well. Into Malamar. Now Malamar can probably try and set up here. It has to watch out for the Scald though, because that burn will be very fatal if it does happen. So Earth Power does. Now there's quite a bit actually. Very nice for the switcheroo there. So it's gonna, okay, so it's gonna give that Scarf to Marshtomp and lock it into Scald. A burn here would be fatal. Oh damn, that's really bad. Okay, I can't really do much now to Marshtomp. Probably better to leave that for fodder or something else. Okay, so Marshtomp is, Marshtomp's doing pretty well here, busting out their Scalds. Togetic is gonna go for Roost here, get pretty much all of its health back there. Okay, so this Marshtomp seems to be the biggest problem at the moment. And that Toxic's not going to do too much because that Vileplume is still alive and can use Aromatherapy. Just going for it with the Scalds here. Like it can, maybe he's trying to use up his heal bells. That could be an option too. Yeah, this is going to be a very long battle if that happens. Okay, into Tauros. Interesting. Okay, so Togetic is going to heal itself, obviously. Shit, Rock Climb is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, it just lives there. Gets the Roost off. It's not going to be healthy for Togetic to stay in. Oh, wow, Tauros swapped out. Okay, into Vileplume. It's going to go for another Roost, get all its health back. Okay, what's the play here? Aromatherapy again on the Vileplume. I'm trying to see what's going to go on here. Pyro, good here. I was going to say, oh, that wasn't definitely. I knew that was not going to kill, so that's definitely Vileplume dead if it stays into this matchup, which it's probably not going to. Into Marshtomp again. Always going to go for Hyper Burst there. Oh, I think that's Marshtomp down there with a poison damage. That's definitely Pyro down. Is it going to... Yep, that's down. Both of them down. Double KO. Marshtomp finally goes down. Wow, there's some momentum stall in this battle. Okay, so we've got the Choice Scarf Malamar. It lives on 1 health. It's going to knock off Sand Slashes, probably lefties or something. And knock off... there's no item to knock off anyway. Okay, it had the Everlight. Okay, into Regice, gets really hurt by those stones. Obviously, Ice Beam here is obvious. Into Servoin. Oh, it's going to use Rest, and maybe Resto Chesto. Let's see. Like a lot of Regice. Okay, it's Resto Chesto. I see. Okay, it's going to throw up the sub there. Ice Beam is going to be able to break that sub quite easily. Thinking what the plan is with this Servoin, bringing this in. Like, what is it going to do? HP fighting or something? It's just not going to be able to touch Regice. His special defense is just crazy, so that's Servine down. Definitely. Okay, out comes the Pyro. Still, this will take a very strong. Oh wow, Overheat misses and a T-Bolt there. It doesn't paralyze though. Like this could be Specs or something. Let's see. See how much damage it does to Togetic. Okay. Well, it may not be Specs, but maybe I'm not 100% sure on that item. It could be Specs though. Okay, so Toxic is going to get absorbed there by Vileplume's Poison type. Like the thing that I see here at the moment, Togetic and Vileplume have to go down on either side for things to start changing because they're just healing off all the status and stuff and using them to check things. So once one of them goes down, the battle is going to be won. Okay. Then again, this Regice, it has Resto Chesto, it may not have Sleep Talk on it, so this is probably going to get worn down too. So Ice Beam does a fair amount, even though it's not very effective. Overheat misses again, man. Very lucky. Regice is lucky. All this health back there. Overheat again here. Let's see how much this does. Did well over half there. Let's see what Regice goes. Okay, it's got Sleep Talk and Chesto Berry. Wow. Okay, so Thunderbolt is going to take Pyro out, so nice. Okay, out comes the Sand Slash. This is going to get destroyed by Ice Beam. And probably not going to take the risk there of letting it live. Okay, Earthquake's going to be enough to take out Furfrou there because of the Stealth Rocks. And hasn't got any boost or anything up there. So we're starting to see the momentum of this battle change. Those Stealth Rocks there. Knockoff is not going to take it out, but it's going to get rid of the Everlight, and that's going to make a big difference there. Togetic had to go for the Roost there. It was too low not to. Out comes a Vileplume now. This Sludge Bomb is going to do a lot without that Everlight on there now. Okay, into that Blink Clank to absorb the Sludge Bomb, but Room Therapy is going to come along and heal the paralysis. Okay, here we go. We've got the setup here. Shift Gear. Okay, we've got one boost there. Okay, Giga Drain. You really can't touch Clink Clank too much there. Out comes the Sand Slash. It's got most of 2 shift gears. This is going to be really close for the gear grind. I'd say they're going to go for gear grind main step. Okay, here we go. Let's see how much this does. Oh, it's just falling short. I think the Earthquake's going to be able to take Kling Klang out. Damn, that's Kling Klang down. So that was probably their last hope of getting a good sweep up there. I don't think any of these other Pokemon are going to be able to sweep. Interesting, they went for the Earthquake. I think that might have been like a misclick there. Going to Rapid Spin there. I think they could just be sacking their Sand Slash there because it hasn't got a lot of health and just trying to get the momentum with the swap in. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're just sacking their Sand Slash. That makes sense to me. I can like see what they're doing there. Okay, so Sand Slash finally goes down, and they've got the Vileplume. Sludge Bomb is just going to destroy this. Oh, they did the double switch. Okay, into Tauros again. Okay, Togetic's going to go for Roost again. Rock Climb is probably going to take this out. Okay, they're going to set up the stub. Dodges of Toxic, very nice. Rock Climb should take this out actually. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's the little bugger's quite bulky. Okay, Dazzling Gleam is going to take that sub away. Zen Headbutt, okay. That's going to take Togetic out. I think that the last Pokemon is that Regice. Okay, Rock Climb. Anything's going to be able to take this out. But damn, that was a really good game. It was really long. Especially the Marsh Stomp and Togetic thing. That was pretty much when that broke. That was the game there. Okay, so we got the finals here. Sir Higgins versus Finkers. Okay. We've had some really good battles here. These are the 2 finalists. Okay. I hope this will be a good game. I have not seen this. I put off watching these battles for a long time. Okay, so we got the Stealth Rock lead. I think they're both going to be Stealth Rock leads. Let's see. Okay, 2 Stealth Rock leads. Sand Slash does have Rapid Spin, obviously. Okay, now Ice Shard there's going to not do too much. Okay, not all. Wow, that's going to get rid of that Everlight. It's going to be its tanking capabilities have definitely dropped then. Okay, Sand Slash is now going to go for the Earthquake because it got rid of that Everlight. It still doesn't do a lot. Just I'd say that is purely just max in health. Okay, out comes the Marsh Stomp. I'd say Scald's coming the way of the Pillis one. Now we got another Vileplume. I think both these guys actually have a Vileplume because I've watched both their battles. Everyone's kept their teams the same as well. Just bear that one in mind too. And that's why I didn't want to release these battles, to after it's finished. Okay, we got a double Vileplume battle here. This is crazy. Okay, Sludge Bomb. They can both hit each other with Sludge Bomb, so that does quite a bit of damage there. Okay, they've both got Black Sludge. They're probably both exactly the same set. So let's see how much this Sludge Bomb does. Yep, they're about the same. Oh, this is going to get pretty close. Okay. Okay. So probably another Sludge Bomb from the Vileplume, and that's going to be able to take the other Vileplume out. Okay. I suppose I'm not sure if they had lots to swap into. Okay, we've got the Pyro here. That's definitely going to scare Vileplume off. Now, what are the... I'm trying to think I'm trying to remember what Pokemon there is to swap into. Okay, yeah, that's right. We have this Throw. Now, he's going to be able to tank out all these special type moves for sure. And as well scared the Pyro off with any possible fighting moves. That Overheat does quite a lot. Definitely specs there because I know Throw is incredibly bulky in health and special events. Out comes the Marsh. I'm probably going to try and get a burn here, but then again, this guy does have Guts as well, so you're going to have to look out for that one. So bulk up with Throw is crazy strong. Okay. Oh dear. I don't think Burn's going to do Marsh Stomp very good. Okay, Circle Throw. He's just going to get that the hell out of there. That's going to work very nicely with the rocks too. Servant's going to take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage there. Okay, so Leaf Storm again. I wonder if this has Rest. So Special Attack Raise. Yeah, I was going to say it must have Rest. Okay, so it could even have Rest. It could just be a Rest Sleep Talk as well. Okay, Resto Chesto, I see that. Okay, they're going to throw up a sub there. That's fair enough. Circle Throw on the Servine breaks that sub. Okay, probably Leaf Storm here. I'd say there's that'll be the only thing I'd do. Gets around half the health, and they're going to go for a Circle Throw here and get rid of those boosts and do some damage to Servine. That's going to come in and get extra Stealth Rock damage afterwards. In comes Tauros. Probably Zen Headbutt, I'd say. Here we go. That bulk up is going to allow it to live though, I think. It just lives. Goodbye, Tauros. That's definitely going to take... Oh, it lives. The Stealth Rock damage is going to take it out when it comes in. Okay, in comes Marsh Stomp again. What is it going to use? Is it going to use Earth Power or Scald? Goes for the Earth Power and takes it out there. Nice. Okay, that throw is really dangerous. Okay, into Vileplume now. Obviously, Giga Drain is coming the way of Marsh Stomp, so we'll probably see something to sponge that to the Servine. Then again, it can use Sludge Bomb up, so that's fine. What's it going to do to it? Maybe it's got HP Fire or something on it. So I'm trying to think of what else it would have on this set. hidden power, let's see, or HP ice maybe, I'm not sure, whatever it has. Does some fair damage anyway, but Vileplume is definitely going to be able to take that out with Sludge Bomb. Nice. Okay, so we got a little bit of Black Sludge recovery there. Yeah, I was going to say, out comes the Pyroar. Right, now, what's going to check this? What is going to check this? Okay, that's of course the Pillis one. I'd say it's got, you know, thick fat, but even this is going to do a lot of damage because it has got its Everlight. It's gone, and it's super effective as well. Okay, that was probably just a swap in there for that, you know, that overheat drop as well. Okay, in comes the Slaking. I knew this would come in eventually, and I'd say there's definitely a locked-in Retaliate there. Whatever swaps into this is going to just get annihilated, and you know, that's good. Actually, that was really good because they got rid of the Taurus there, and Slaking is going to use Retaliate, and now he's actually got Truant, so that was very good for the opponent there on the opposite side of the field. So we got obviously we have Sir Higgins in the middle and Finkers on the outside. All right, Finkers is going to get rid of the Stealth Rocks there, so good getting rid of that. There's not really much. I mean, he could go for knockoff here, but he's not going to really like a Giga Drain or anything. Anyway, let's go for a knockoff. Get rid of that Black Sludge, Effect Spore, or Paralyze. Oh wow. Okay, it's going to go for the Moonlight, get lots of its health back there. That's not good. Now it's Paralyzed. That's some of the few times you see ground types get Paralyzed is quite funny. Okay, into Pyro. So it's going to probably use Giga Drain. Yep. It still does a fair whack of damage because Pyro's quite gets a crit there. That's true. That would have definitely mattered there. Okay, probably Overheat. Slakey's not going to like Overheat, but I say it is going to be able to take it because it's just, you know, so take it. Oh, he went for Hyper Voice. That's pretty well. And it's going to obviously be able to outspeed Slaking, and that's Slaking gone there. So Slaking actually having no real effect on this battle, which is, you know, normally it's quite a big player, and it's quite, you know, you got to watch out for it. So we've got two Pyros here. This is going to be a speed tie, I think, if they're both specs. Wow, that was very close to taking the Pyro. Okay, double Pyros too. We've had double Vileplumes and double Pyros. Crazy. Okay, Marsh Stomp. So, you know, there was the best bet there to go for Hyper Voice. I would have done that too. That's good. There was only a little bit of health left too. Crit obviously didn't matter there. Right. Okay, so we've got the Rotom Fan. That's it's going to go for Air Slash to take out the Marsh Stomp. And that's down. Okay, we're getting to the very end of the battle now. So the last poke, I think there's this Sand Slash left. I think that's it. So Air Slash on the Sand Slash. And Knockoff is going to probably get rid of that Choice Scarf, which we've seen before. But I think this is pretty much game here. A very close one. I think this is a 2-0 to Owen. Let's see. Yep, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all. That was the finals. Very nice battles there. And the champion was Sir Higgins. So congratulations there. You won my tournament. And now we're going to do, like, I'm going to do more of these. I've got a monocolor tournament coming up, or it's already just about to happen. So if you want to get on these little tournaments, there's only a tiny little, you know, it's only like it costs a tiny little bit to come my Patreon, and we do tournaments. We do, you know, we've got a big Skype group growing. We've got like all this cool stuff that if you want to be involved in that too. And if we can get more people involved, we can get some prizes going and that sort of thing too. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. I'll upload coverage for my tournaments every now and then because it's something a little bit different. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you watched through the whole thing, you are awesome. If you got any questions about this, like signing up and stuff, if you're a little bit unsure, just ask me in the comments or something like that. I will help you out there. And if you have any theme teams or anything, just put them in the comments. I'm always looking out for some cool ideas. Anyway, guys, thank you for taking the time out of your day watching my videos. Peace out.